Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're good. How are we doing? Hello, hello. Who is here? Let me see. Let me see who is here. Let's see. I'm scrolling. I'm so prepared. Wait, bear with. Hello. Hello, that red panda. Hello, Coltrite. Hello, Lost Raven Knight. Hello, Ginger Maximus. Hi, Anna. Hi, Sabaz. Hello, Nuclear Saltwater. Hi, Flatulence Incarnate. Hi, Resin. Hi, Techno Penguin. Hi, Kit Creates. Hi, Meriden. Hi, Seb. Hi, Bobo. Hello, hello. Hi, Tristira. Hi, Potter. Hi, Red Fox. Hi, Jeb Kerman. Hello, Ty. Hi, Ulamini. Kit, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. What the heck? Thank you so much. Thank you. And Orishiro, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak as well. What the heck? There's 2 of you. Thank you so much. Hello, J5. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello, Yak Nose, welcome in. Hi, Elkness. Sabos, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. Hello, Talarian. Hi, hello. Okay, let me see if anyone said hello in chat that I can't see. Scrolling. Hi, Gideon here. Hello. Hi, Arknevist. Hello. This is gonna make me get a vegan sausage roll. Yeah, you should. We love a vegan sausage roll in this house. I now want a vegan sausage roll. Pain and suffering. Why would you do this to me? Hi, Hanuki. Hello, welcome in. Welcome. Hi, Torgamus. Hello. Hi, hello. Okay. I've said rapid hellos. I'm very, what's the word? Konbanwa. I'm very, well, how can I describe this? I'm not in a good mood for streaming today. I'm not in a good streaming mood. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I'm not in a streaming kind of mood today. But, I put it on the schedule and I was like, we gotta stream anyway. So if I seem miserable, that's why. I'm sorry. I'm very profusely sorry. Stressed, low energy. I think it's like, low energy. Yeah, low energy is a good way to describe it. I'm not stressed. But there's some things that have been like bothering me, There's been some things that are bothering me. So I think not like horribly, they're not like horribly bothering me, but it's I don't know how to describe it. Just brain being silly basically is what I'm saying, brain being silly. It's just one of those days. Hi, Clark Stable. Welcome in. Thank you for the lab safety race to check in. Welcome. Yeah. I respect the schedule grind, but I don't fault streamers for straying off it. It's a self-governed job after all. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not even a job. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Like, if I were to stop having my day job, how would I put this? I wouldn't pay my rent anymore. Like, I could literally start streaming so much more and I would still not be paying my rent from my stream revenue. Like, I'm gonna be so real. like I mean, it would not even cover my groceries. Like, that's the level that we're at, Like, I don't make money from this. So yeah, I mean, on the bright side, I would be able to sustain myself purely on the basis of the amount of Tabasco sauce that I have, so that's good. Yeah, I know, I can see that, and I don't know why it is. Well, I do know why it is. I can see the reason why, but I don't know what I can do about it. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Like, hang on, if I do some quick Googling, I might be able to work out how to change this. Let's see. Here. Okay. Apparently it's, if I go here. No. Here. There we go. Okay, I found it. Let's see. That. Now it should work, I think. Gideon here, try typing in chat now. It should work. Ayo? I think it worked. Yippee! Sorry about that. Yeah. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. Yippee. And also, hi, Aux. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. I do share a ban list with Ori. What do you mean accidentally banned? What do you mean? How do you get accidentally banned? How does that happen? Hi, Joe Victor. Hello, Jade Low. Hi, Gora Inge. Hello. Thank you for the lab safety race to check in. Goody in here as well. And hello, Gluttony. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Classic Twitch instantly adding people to the ban list and not taking them off immediately when I'm banned. I see. Oh, misclick. I see. I see. Well, now you'll know who I share a ban list with, so you better behave in both of our chats. Oh dear. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why I've been feeling weird today. I've gone out for multiple mental health walks. This is the type of day it's been, you know? This is the type of day that I've been having. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what's going on. Also, hi DP, hello, welcome in, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Week off work starts this evening. Gonna do all my holiday stuff in one go tomorrow, and then I'm away to Warsaw Thursday morning. Let's go! I hope you enjoy Warsaw. Please have some pierogi for me, because I don't have any pierogi. I really, really want some. I should go to the pierogi shop. Yes, I should do that. I unironically actually should. I normally have like a bunch of frozen mushroom and sauerkraut pierogi in my freezer, because you can just buy them like pre-made, and I do not at the minute. Yeah. 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 I need some, I think. I need some. Or set up a sniper's nest. Yes, in the literal nest of cables. Oh dear. Has she employed Maple? Because if so, nobody has a shot. Maple is too powerful. Like, I feel like Maple is all perceiving, you know? Maple is too good at her job. Pierogi and as many Zabhipanka as I can. Stuff in my primary face hole. Yes. Yes, I also, now I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner yet, actually. Maybe this is another reason why I feel like this. I haven't had dinner. I've had a really weird day. I just like could not get going with work. Do you know when you wake up and you have one of those days where you're like, today I will not function? It's like that. I've been in a weird headspace. Yeah. But anyway, we're not here to listen to me complaining. How are you all doing? How is everybody doing today? How are you all doing? I hope you're doing okay. I am here to answer questions about psychology. I will do my best. There's a link to a form in the pinned comment where you can ask your questions. And there is also, there's also a space to just provide feedback about the stream in general if you ever want to do that. I do actually read it, you know. I can in fact read it. And then there's also a link to the charity donation page because it's still, until tomorrow, it's still charity time. And look, we're not at that 3141 goal yet, which means, what was I gonna do? Or annoying orange and merch. I'm still waiting. Like, do you want merch or not? Everybody's always like, I want merch. And then there's no charity though. Not enough charity. Maybe I'll do it anyway. Maybe if I'm nice, I'll do it anyway. What merch would we even want? Like, what merch do you all want? Tell me what merch you want. Because maybe I could make it happen. I'm here to listen to you complaining. Thank you, Pseudo Lab. I promise not to complain too much, though. Maybe I'll do a little bit of complaining as a treat, you know? Melting under the heat. That's fair. That's real. Yeah, it's not too hot here. I think my room is 27 degrees Celsius. So that's not too bad. It could be worse. But, yeah, it's been doing that weird thing where it kind of like is warm and then it's not warm all day today, you know, because it's like sunny and then it's suddenly not sunny and then I have no idea what's happening anymore. Yeah. Hera! Hello, Hero. Thank you so much for the raid. What the heck? Welcome in, raiders. Hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you? What was your stream about? What were you up to? My brain's not working today. I'm sorry. Hello, welcome in, raiders. Hello, hello. My name is Psydere. I am a research psychologist. I have a PhD in social psychology, and today I'm answering psychology questions. There's a form in the pinned comment if you so desire to ask a question, and perhaps I will answer it if I think it's a fun question. Yes, yes. Hero, thank you so much for the raid. What the heck? Everybody, if you don't follow Hero already, you should. I love her. I love her so much. She's just such a nice person. I was being a detective, the worst detective you've ever seen. What do you mean the worst detective you've ever seen? I'm sure you were a perfectly adequate detective. What was that? What was it? What were you playing? Okay, and also, hello, welcome in, Alexander, T-Fool, welcome, Gremlin, Far Finnegan, there we go, Reggie, question mark, I hope I've said that right, Dana Luxu, welcome in, welcome, hi Penrose, hello, welcome in, hello, and Gonzalo, hi, welcome, Thunder Chaser, thank you so much for the follow, welcome into the research participation pool. Yeah, the raiders, you all have to get in the Skinner box. I'm sorry. I got demoted. Oh, success and progress are not linear. They are not linear, and therefore you may take a step back, but then you will in fact still make progress. Or something. This is the least inspirational speech that I have ever heard. Okay. Nailed it, yeah. Hire me for parties. I will turn up to your work function and I will be like, yes, the workplace is a place where you do in fact be employed and you can make progress by working on your thing. Wake up every day at 5 a.m. and ice water on your face. Yes. I should do what if I did like inspirational shorts? What if I do motivational shorts but they're all like that? That would be terrible. That would be so bad. She destroyed $62,000 in public property and arrested the wrong man. That's so funny. That's so funny. Hira, if you need to have a rest, get some food, get some water, get away from the PC after your stream, please absolutely do. It's really, really important that you look after yourself after you've been streaming. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time. Otherwise, you're of course welcome to lurk. Yay! Yeah, it's very hot. It's okay, it's not too bad here because Ireland hasn't invented the concept of like over 25 degrees. So we're fine, honestly. We're generally okay. But you know, climate change, haha, maybe not for long. Oh no. Oh no. Was it hi Yakaze? Hello, welcome in. Hi Random Logic, hello. Thank you for the lab safety register check-in. Welcome in. And hi, Doc Rect. Hello. Put that on a shirt. Maybe we should. That should be the merch that I make. Is just incredible motivational speech on a t-shirt. Yes. Was hi in fame. Welcome. Are you a scientist? I am indeed. I am a scientist. I have a PhD in everything. Sometimes I even use it. Sometimes I think about things. Home course Psydere. Motivational lab work shorts would demotivate any STEM grad. That's so funny. I think that would be fun. An alter ego where you're a bodybuilder who does those awful motivational shorts and tip things. MBTI filters. Can we get lab coats? No, only I get the lab coat. All of the rest of you are in OSHA violation. I need to maintain my professionalism by looking the part, which is definitely a thing that I do. I definitely look like I can be trusted in a lab with volatile chemicals. Oh no. It was time for a change. It's time for me to branch out into new content, everybody. I'm now doing motivational shorts. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I had to get my own lab coat with a mandarin collar. That's so fun. I love that. I actually bought like a fancy dress lab coat so that I could do a cosplay. Yeah, because I'm debating cosplaying when I go to Vexpo, perhaps, maybe, possibly. But like I'm doing like, I've never like made a cosplay before, so I'm gonna be doing like a kind of rough first draft. So the first lab coat that I've got is just a fancy dress one, so it's really, really thin, disgusting material. But I do plan on then perhaps maybe getting a better one if I feel like I've learned how to do things, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know anything. Hi, Sandra. Hello, hello, hello. Motivation's a myth. Discipline is key. Wake up at 5 a.m. and clean your room. Yeah, wake up at 5 a.m., ice water on your face, take 72 supplements, journal for half an hour, journal for another half an hour, yoga, more journaling for another half an hour, green juice, go out onto the balcony and do cardio, more journaling, gratitude this time, gratitude journaling, and then a healthy breakfast of 72 eggs, and then more journaling, and then affirmations. You look in the mirror and you do affirmations. Don't forget your skincare routine. And then by this point, it is 2 p.m. and it's finally time to start the day. Yes. Hi, Racco. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're good. And hello, Cleaver. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're good too. Hydrate, thank you. I have water because it's too warm. I literally was just like, it's never too hot here in Ireland. I have water because it's too warm. 72 eggs, won't you end up the size of a barge? I don't know how many eggs is normal to eat. I don't eat eggs. That's just what I see the influencers saying. It's like protein. Actually, one of the things that I keep seeing is these shorts that's like, it's like an influencer, except it's an influencer making fun of an influencer. And then they're like, oh my God, you guys, I have come to this new place and I've tried this new tacos. It was making me really, really nervous because I've never had tacos before. But you know what? It was so good, you guys. Oh my God, it was so good. They were so gut friendly and full of protein. And then it's just that on loop about multiple different things. My favorite one that I've seen was a recent one actually about like I went to go and watch the World Cup and I was so nervous because I don't know anything about soccer, but oh my God, it was so good, you guys. Like it was so fun to watch and their fashion is low-key fire. And while I was there, I tried the viral ice cold beer and oh my God, I was so nervous, but it was so good, you guys. I've never had beer before, but this was exactly what I was expecting. And you know, it's fermented, which means it's gut friendly and it's so full of protein. It was so good. It's so good. And like, influencers, am I right? Viral ice cold beer. Yeah, it was incredible. Incredible stuff. I've never had a viral ice cold beer before, actually. Mylin, hello, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. What the heck? I saw you doing your arts. Hello, I feel like probably most of you know me, given that I am one of Mylin's children. But hello, if you don't, my name is Psydere. I, like Mylin, am a psychologist. We both do research, and we both are psychologists. Except they do art, and I don't. That's the main personality difference between us, if I'm being completely honest. Oh. How was the art going, Mylin? I hope it was going good. Also, hello, Calcium Compadre. Hi, Jedi Cyberpunk. Hi, Kami. Thank you for the raid. I love your plushie friend. Thank you. It's my son. My son, Sullivan. We ended on a strange note. Huh? Huh? That's threatening. That's threatening. Strange in a fun way or strange in a threatening way? What is... Okay, well, also, what is... Lipettomane is a flautist. What does it mean? What does it mean? Did you know Lipettomane is a flautist? What? Oh, flatulist. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Oh, there is the context. I understand now. I understand. Are we being invaded by the flatulent cryptids? I feel like this is what's happening. It's a flatulent cryptid invasion. Yes, but everybody, if you don't already follow Mylin, you should. They are my model parent. They made this wonderful model that you see right here. Also the other one that I keep forgetting to swap into, and then I start the stream and then I'm like, oh, I should try the other one. And then I just stick with this one. Should I swap models? Are we feeling like swapping models? What are we feeling today? It is amazing. They did such a good job. They did such a good job on both of my models. They did the art and the rigging because they're too powerful and need to be stopped. It was a hi Java, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the lab safety race to check in. And Astral, hello. I leave for 5 minutes and now the stream has been overtaken by flatulent cryptids. I know, it's scary. It's scary. What is Lipettomane? What is this? What is Lipettomane? I'm living in fear. I'm living in fear. I'm gonna go back and watch the VOD. I need to understand. I need to know what is Lipettomane. Oh dear. Remember when I was gonna answer some questions? I should do that. I should do that. A professional farter from the 1800s. That's a thing. I see. I understand now. Hi, Redzy. Hello, welcome in. Welcome. Just some guy flatulence made me draw. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go and watch the VOD. I need to understand. Lipettomane, the farter, the professional farter. Incredible. And to think I've been doing it for free for decades, right? All of those beans gone to waste. You did say it might turn into a yapping stream, so this isn't a surprise. This is true. It is Chatting Tuesday. So therefore we're allowed to chat and we're allowed to chew and we're allowed to dere. Yeah. Beans! I've eaten so many beans today. I actually have a problem. I ate half a can of beans. So I ate half a can of black beans for breakfast. And then for lunch, I was like feeling really lazy. So I just had instant noodles and then I put beans in my instant noodles. I feel like someone's going to have a problem with the fact I did that. Also, I have a bone to pick with a bunch of you, actually. This has just reminded me. The other day, I think it was in a Lab Rat stream, Ellie was saying about how she puts beans in oatmeal. So she makes like porridge, basically, and she puts beans in them, and it's like savory porridge. And everybody was like, that's disgusting. I've been doing this for years as well, and I'm telling you, it's no different from putting it in rice. She's right. She's right. It's good. It's good. I put spinach in mine as well. If I'm making savory porridge, I put in spinach, I put in beans. Sometimes I put in another type of vegetable if I'm feeling a little bit exciting. And then I put in like, my go-to is like either shawarma seasoning or jerk seasoning. Yeah. It sounds like it has merit. Thank you. Also, sometimes I do use baked beans, Heinz baked beans, and then I put some vegan cheese on it too. And that's pretty good. It's like a bean cheese melt, but except it's oatmeal. Yeah. I'm telling you, I do have to admit this. Counterpoint, you're English, your culinary options are invalid. This is true. I am literally advocating for gruel. I am the child of the workhouse. Please, sir, can I have some beans in my gruel? Oh no! No! We love slop. I'm a big fan of slop, like food wise, okay? Like sometimes, so don't you think sometimes you just want to eat something that just like doesn't, it just doesn't? Oh dear. Please, sir, my gruel has too much flavour. Can you give me blander food? Please, sir, I just want some beans to go in my gruel. Is it too much to ask? Hi, X-Match. Welcome in. Hello, useless fact guy here. Peppers aren't hot, their seeds are. That's right. They contain capsicum. I can't pronounce it. Spicy molecule, which triggers receptors in your mouth. Capsaicin. There we go. British person can't pronounce the name of spices. Wow. So surprising. Ziachu, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. Welcome. There's no capsaicin in my gruel. Only beans. Oh dear. Capsicum, the fire grass type. Is this real? I don't know any Pokemon after Generation 4. Oh my god, it's real. Generation IX? There are 9 of them? Huh? How long have there been 9 Pokemon generations? I literally have played less than half of the games. That's wild. I'm so old. There's beans in my peppers. Gen 10 is next year. Stop it. I may have food poisoned myself. How have you done this? What have you done? Capsicum into Scavillion. Okay, that's kind of iconic, actually. I kind of like that. Scavillion's kind of amazing. I'm in favor of this. Scavillin. Incredible. Garbodor is so funny. Literal pile of trash. I do remember the pile of trash. I do remember this one. Plant develops molecules specifically to attack mammals to not have its fruits be eaten. Humans. Spicy. I can still name the 151 and I can't be bothered to know which generation any others come from, even if I recognize them and love Pokemon through Gen 4. I think I could probably name all of them through Gen 4. Like 1 to 4, I think I could probably name all of them. I used to know the rap, the Pokemon rap for the original 151, but I don't think I do anymore. You know, the one that's like, I want to be the best that ever was to be all the rest. Yeah, that's my cause? Question mark? That one. Yes. Hi, Bogey Senpai. Hello, welcome. I have a question. How are you doing today? That's a question that you don't want the answer to. Haha. I am doing... I would put it at a solid 3 out of 10. I'd put it at a 3 out of 10. I'm not doing great. It's fine, you know? Sometimes the day is a 3 out of 10 and you just gotta make the most of it, you know? Oh, that's the other thing that I keep seeing shorts of is all of the things making fun of H2O just add water, where they're all like, Cleo! Oh no! Quick, Cleo, go! I think this is unfortunately just how I say it though, so I sound like I'm making fun of Australian people sometimes, and I promise I'm not. I've had multiple Australian people think that I was Australian, and I have to politely be like, I'm sorry, I'm not. They're like, are you Australian? And I'm like, no. I can't help it. It just happens. Would beans make your day better? Well, I've already had the equivalent of an entire can of beans. So I feel like it's getting to a point where I can't really have too many more beans. I feel like it's getting a bit silly, you know? Maybe I'll have pizza. I do have a pizza in the freezer that I've been saving for a bad occasion. I've been saving it for when I'm sad. Psydere doesn't swear enough to be Australian. I swear a lot off stream. That's the problem. This is like the main difference I would say between me on stream and me off stream. Like, you need to remember, I live in Ireland. Off stream, I actually swear quite a lot. But that's not very, it's not very employer or sponsor appropriate, and therefore I don't. Not that I've ever had a sponsor. I've never had a sponsor. That's me. I need to be sponsor appropriate. Also, me has never been offered a sponsorship. You get the Greg sponsorship eventually. A girl can dream. A girl can dream. And family friendly on stream, off stream, I'm super profane. Right? It's like terrible. I genuinely become a worse version of myself off stream. But it's helped me. I've started swearing less in professional environments because of the fact that I stream now. Like, I've learned to compartmentalize it a bit more, which is good. Yes. Yes, yes. Psydere doesn't come to Ori's after stream calls because she would immediately get banned. I'm quite good at being normal on voice call as well sometimes. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. That being said, I found myself in a voice chat yesterday that was extremely suspicious. Did anyone catch Hanakyo's stream earlier? Like, did anyone? I was watching Hanakyo's stream. I was lurking in the background. I often lurk in Hannah's streams. She's been playing some interesting games recently. That's all I'll say. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, the ones that she can't do on stream, sometimes she'll do them in voice chat on Discord. She'll stream them to the chat. I've seen some things, man. Oh dear. One day you'll get sponsored by BetterHelp and we'll be wondering how it all went wrong. No, I would never. I would be like really, really fussy about who I would take sponsorships with. I have been contemplating asking a toilet paper company though, because I think it's funny. I watched a little because it was about farts. I knew you were going to be there. I knew you would be there for the anime fart girl simulator or something, whatever it was. That was an experience. It was a hi Sparks Maker. Hello, hello. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Poke Senpai. I will have some water. I'm hydrating. Anime girl fart simulator. I will not elaborate. I will not elaborate. I think I need to go touch some grass. Yeah, there's Greg's, there's the toilet paper. I did also briefly consider applying to Huel for a sponsorship because I thought that would be really, really funny, given that one of the most viewed clips of me is me and Ellie talking about our Huel habit. I did strongly consider it, but I stopped myself. But I did strongly consider it. Like, I feel like that's one of those things that would just become it would become like a running joke in the community potentially. But I do actually use Huel, so I considered it. What's the worst they could say? They could say, never talk to me or my son ever again. They could say, we're banning you and I can't buy my Huel anymore. We need to prove Lepetomane that we have advanced as a species since his time. Well, Lepetomane, I think, would be a big advocate of Anime Girl Fart Simulator, I think. So, yeah. Just tell me which company to buy Psychologist approved toilet paper from. I'm thinking about it. I'm like talking to Titan about it behind the scenes, my manager. I'm talking to him and I'm like, maybe we could do sponsorships because I'm at this like weird situation with it, right? I have this like weird kind of like trade-off where like I don't want to be like, I don't do this as a job, So I don't want to be like obnoxious and be like, hey guys, buy my merch. Buy more of my merch. Buy even more of my merch. Also buy my toilet paper. Also buy my drink. Also buy my other thing. You know, all of the things. Buy all of the things. I don't want to do that because like this isn't my job. But like right now, I make a loss on VTubing every month. I make a loss. And it would be nice to have more income, like, so that I can actually do more stuff with the stream, you know? It would be nice. It would be cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird trade-off. I feel it's a strange moral quandary, you know? It's a moral quandary. Hello, Seon. Thank you for the lab safety raise to check in. And also, Jalib, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. I would buy Psydere branded toilet paper and then just leave it on a shelf. It wouldn't be like branded though. It wouldn't be branded. It would just be like an affiliate thing where it's like, if you're going to buy your toilet paper anyway, use the code and then you could get a discount off it. And then also I get some money and also toilet paper. That's like the main benefit apparently with this thing that I've been looking at is that you like, you get free toilet paper. I just think it would be funny. You know? I think it would be funny. You heard get GamerSups with a 10% discount with code BEANS. I don't have a GamerSups affiliate link thing. I don't have a GamerSups code. Yeah, I don't have one. I have one single GamerSups waifu cup because they were giving them out at TwitchCon. So I've got one of the TwitchCon ones. And I tried some of their drinks. But like I'm not really like a energy drink drinker, you know. I feel like I would want tea or coffee instead. I don't know. Do people demand the toilet paper sponsorship? I can make it happen. What merch would people actually want? What would you actually want? If you were a bear VTuber, the shaman people might consider it. Oh no, it wouldn't be a big brand like that. Was hi Stellar Foil? Hello. Toilet paper, just use a bidet like civilized folk. We haven't invented those in Ireland. I have seen one single bidet in the whole of this island. One single bidet. And it was like attached to a fancy Japanese toilet that was randomly I was not expecting to see a fancy Japanese toilet. It was like randomly in the toilets, like hidden away at the back of the building, 2 floors up in a community center, like in the offices that you're not meant to go in. But I was like, well, there's less people in the toilets up there, so I'll go up there. And I went in and it was, you know, when you just like feel like you've discovered it, you've like unlocked a secret area. It felt like that. I was like, why is there a Japanese toilet in the toilets, like in the office toilets of this community center? It's very weird. Very weird. No, it wasn't on display. It was just like hidden away at the back. Like I think it wasn't meant to be used by the public, but I did anyway because I can't be stopped. So yeah, there's a hole in the market, sold the Psydere bidet. This is clearly the answer. For merch instead of sponsorship, stressful seems obvious. Stressful would be kind of fun. Okay, I also have a moral quandary around this though, right? Because I don't want to be contributing to like plastic tat. So like I have a merch producer already that I've used for like stickers and stuff. And they also do badges, they do charms, you know, like acrylic charms, and they use recycled materials. So I was like, well, maybe I could get some more of those, you know? Maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. And do merch that way. But yeah, I don't know. I feel bad about it being like you know, like squishy stress balls and stuff, because I feel like that's just adding to plastics, microplastics in the environment and then in my brain. Yeah. Serious answers to merch, bookmarks. Oh, bookmarks is a good idea. Stickers, fidget spinners, cup, kazoos, branded scream tubes. The kazoos are impossible. Why is it so hard to get branded kazoos in Europe? Like, it's genuinely impossible. Bookmarks is a fun idea, though. My beloved Denia Butchered, gave me a bookmark. So I think this is a good idea. I like the bookmarks idea. Yeah. Hello, Never Gonna Find Me, and Zerkia, thank you both for the lab safety register check-ins. And I am My Song and To Dry Us Protocol. Thank you both so much for the follows. Welcome into the research participation pool. Welcome, welcome. Protestant bidet. Oh, what the heck? Why am I being bonked? Just because of the bidet? Why am I being bonked? You found the arthritis toilet. Not quite legislation level yet, but it's becoming a requirement for companies to install them. That's so cool. Is that actually true? That's so cool. I love that. It should be a thing. It was like the best toilet experience that I've ever had on this island. Fidget spinner? Potentially. We could do that. We could do that. What about a collab with Bachelors for their beats? Please don't overstate my reach. There's no way that I would be able to talk to someone from Bachelors. I would be impressed if they even like replied to my email. This would not happen. Small companies, potentially. Big companies like that, not happening. I'm just a silly little guy on the internet, you know? I'm stalking merch creators in Europe to figure out why. Why are the European merch creators kazoophobic? I don't know. It's so annoying. Hi, Gummy Belladonna. Thank you for the lab safety register check-in. Welcome, welcome. Denny is one of 2 streamers that refuses to ever say the flatulence part of my name, calling me Incarnate, and it amuses me. That's so funny. I love that. She's so cute. I love her. Is it all right to have 2 burgers and fries and a drink after midnight meals? I'm not a dietitian. I am not a dietitian. Morphia Mormo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. Welcome, welcome. Been listening and driving since the beginning of the stream. Ah, sneaky, sneaky. I too am a stream lurker. I got told it because after returning from a trip from Japan, I got one to put in for my mum to help her. Those Japanese toilets were a godsend when she has a flare-up. Oh, I see. That's so good. I love that. I love that. Hopefully they become like a more regular thing. The thing that sells them for me personally is the way that there's some of them have heating. Heated toilet seat. This sounds very exciting to me. What should I have for dinner today? I might actually have the pizza. I might have the pizza. You've got me thinking about food. This is not ideal. Some of them have audio that play. Yeah, this one had audio. It had like different jingles for the different things. So like the flush that I chose, it like played a jingle when it was doing that flush, and then it played a different jingle when the lid was going up, and then a different one when the lid was going down. So I mean, I imagine that's to make it accessible for like blind people, right? Which is very cool. Very, very cool. You should eat something delicious. Maybe shawarma would be good. Or I do like a bit of. There's like a chain here in Ireland that does plant-based shawarma now, and I think about it on a daily basis. Actually, heating's nice, and they're only £300, which is not much more than a regular loo. £500 for ones with fancy controls and jingles. My mum had me stop the music on hers. I feel like this is an investment. I feel like this is an investment. Right now, I'd rather pay for a cooled toilet seat than a heated one. That's valid. I just think about the winter, you know. Wait, it does that too? Oh my goodness, I'm sold. If I ever purchase a property, I will get a fancy toilet installed. That's it. I will also have a pantry for all of my beans and my porridge oats. They go together. If it's a modesty jingle to cover up any noises you may make, it should be continuous loud screaming. I wonder if you can choose it. Like, can you program your own music into it? Could I program my fancy Japanese toilet so that while I am sat on it, it plays J5's remix of the Pikmin song? Oh, potentially. There we go. That's the merch idea. Oh no. Do you own or rent your place? I rent, obviously. I rent. I'm a millennial. Of course I rent. What kind of a silly question is that? Although one of my favorite things to do, so there's like 2 websites here for like looking at property. One of them's called daft.ie and the other one's called Property Pal. Daft.ie is more for the Republic and Property Pal is more for Northern Ireland, but there's like properties for either on both basically. So if you're in the UK, it's like Rightmove or Zoopla. It's like exactly the same thing. It's just a place where loads of like it converges all of the estate agent listings. And one of my favorite things to do is to just look at silly things that are for sale. And I was I was looking at a place earlier. I might actually bring this up and show you all it because it's really unhinged. Like it's really, really unhinged. I was just like casually scrolling through, just having a look because I thought it was fun. And I found somewhere that has the most unhinged living room that I have ever seen. Like, I actually need to show you this. There's nothing doxy in this, right? No, there isn't. Okay. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. This is my favorite room that I have ever found on Property Pal. Or on Daft. Doing a Zillow stream. Yeah, it's like Zillow. It's like Zillow. It's the same. It would be fun. Hi, Grim Girlson. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're good. And hello, Ikatono. Thank you for the lab safety race to check in. I hope you're good too. Like, I sent this to my friends because I made a server for like Irish VTubers. And they're all my friends now. The second that someone's in that server, they're my friend. There's no say in it. That's just how it works. So I sent it to them and I was like, look at how unhinged this is. It's amazing. I sent the whole listing because the whole listing is really unhinged. Look at this. Look at this living room. I have so many questions. This is a listing from June, by the way. So I don't even, Okay, you know what? Let's just go through this entire thing, just like bit by bit, you know? Let's just have a quick look. Let's just have a quick look, you know? First of all, it's June and you have a Christmas tree in your room. Okay, that's fine. Second of all, look at the state. Look at the state of this. The absolute state of this. The state of the chair. The state of the chair and the number of Coors Light beers specifically, I'm offended. I'm offended by the Coors Light. Why is that there? Okay. But I think that there's an elephant or perhaps a mummy in the room. What? Like, hang on a second. Can we just acknowledge this? Why is there a mummy in their house? Why do they have a mummy in their living room? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? So many questions. I don't understand. Why is there a mummy in their front room? Don't worry about it. King Tut's Irish holiday home. Clearly they're British and it's for snacking on. Yeah, sorry, it's actually a British household and we just stole it. You know, we've just taken this thing and we've just decided to keep it and put it on display. It's not like we have a habit of doing that or anything, you know? It's not a mummy. It's not a mummy, it's just a sarcophagus. You don't know what's in it! Well, you don't know what's in that sarcophagus. Well, so hi, so say welcome in, welcome. You don't know what's in the sarcophagus. I can say words. I'm more offended by the cable management. The cable management is pretty atrocious. Like, that is really, really something going on down there, you know? That's sorry, you may not like it, but this is a peak male living space. Plot twist, this is my house. Nigel stores his drinks and it's where all the alcohol is. Oh dear. The sarcophagus is for nap time. Yeah, the sarcophagus is actually the thing that's on the rental market. Spacious, 1 bed, flat in Dublin, actually. Oh dear. Okay. This aside, it is good. There's going to be an ad soon, so unfortunately, I'm going to subject you all to Pikmin. But I've subjected you to Mummy. Now you get subjected to Pikmin. I think this is a fair trade. Your Twitch category is wrong. This is house flipper. Oh dear. Living room of a very depressed vampire. Exactly, it's me. Oh dear. Ancient Egyptian Pikmin variant. Yeah, we'll just entirely communicate through hieroglyphs. This is the answer. Oh, I'm a vampire now. It's true. It's me. I'm the depressed vampire. Blair, blah, Blair. Oh dear. I've been looking at the for an improved annoying orange model for the last half hour. I'm starting to doubt my life choices. Why would you doubt your life choices? The improved annoying orange model is perfect. It's perfect. But yes, ad time. Sorry. Also, hi, Skalunkafuck. There we go. Got there eventually. I'm sorry. I can't speak today. Hello, Skalunkafuck. Welcome in. Welcome. But yeah, it's ad time. I'm sorry. You're now going to be subjected to the Pikmin song. And I'm going to go and refill my water because I'm actually kind of warm. I will see you in a few minutes. Enjoy your Pikmin. Pikmin 4 and 5, Pikmin 6, Pikmin 7, Pikmin 18 million and 11, Pikmin 3 Deluxe and hey Pikmin, new centrifuge to put Pikmin in. Pikmin in your membrane, that's called Pikmin blot. Old Pikmin theorem that scientists forgot. New mechanics, quantum Pikmin. Pikmin chest tube, Pikmin balloon mount, radio sound, Pikmin electrons covalent bond, Pikmin AI published IEEE, slowed down Pikmin due to relativity. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating all it touches. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating everything it touches. Pikmin in your culture. Pikmin in your fucking culture. Pikmin 1 and 2 and Pikmin 3. Pikmin you play control for the Wii. Pikmin 4 and 5, Pikmin 6, Pikmin 7, Pikmin 18 million and 11, Pikmin 3 Deluxe and hey Pikmin, new centrifuge to put Pikmin in. Pikmin in your membrane, that's called Pikmin blot. Old Pikmin theorem that scientists forgot. New mechanics, quantum Pikmin. Pikmin chest tube, Pikmin balloon mount, radio sound, Pikmin electrons covalent bond, Pikmin AI published IEEE, slowed down Pikmin due to relativity. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating all it touches. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating everything it touches. Pikmin in your culture. Pikmin in your fucking culture. Pikmin 1 and 2 and Pikmin 3. Pikmin you play control for the Wii. Pikmin 4 and 5, Pikmin 6, Pikmin 7, Pikmin 18 million and 11, Pikmin 3 Deluxe and hey Pikmin, new centrifuge to put Pikmin in. Pikmin in your membrane, that's called Pikmin blot. Old Pikmin theorem that scientists forgot. New mechanics, quantum Pikmin. Pikmin chest tube, Pikmin balloon mount, radio sound, Pikmin electrons covalent bond, Pikmin AI published IEEE, slowed down Pikmin due to relativity. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating all it touches. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating everything it touches. Pikmin in your culture. Pikmin in your fucking culture. Pikmin 1 and 2 and Pikmin 3. Pikmin you play control for the Wii. Pikmin 4 and 5, Pikmin 6, Pikmin 7, Pikmin 18 million and 11, Pikmin 3 Deluxe and hey Pikmin, new centrifuge to put Pikmin in. Pikmin in your membrane, that's called Pikmin blot. Old Pikmin theorem that scientists forgot. New mechanics, quantum Pikmin. Pikmin chest tube, Pikmin balloon mount, radio sound. Pikmin electrons covalent bond. Pikmin AI published IEEE. Slowed down Pikmin due to relativity. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating all it touches. Pikmin in your culture where you can see it contaminating everything it touches. Pikmin in your culture. Pikmin in your culture. Pikmin in your fucking culture. Pikmin 1 and 2. Pikmin. So much Pikmin. They're all in my culture and I don't like it. Okay, we're back. Hello, welcome back everybody. Welcome back. Hi Night Ghost, Kevin and Breaker Wolf. Hello, hello. Thank you for the lab safety roaster check-ins. I hope you're both doing good. Okay, so here's the plan. Here's the plan. We are actually going to answer some questions now. No, a single question has not been answered, but it is about to be. So if you have a question, put it into the form that's in the pinned thing, and perhaps I will answer it. Let's see. I'm having a look at what people have submitted. This is exciting. Ooh. This is fun. Okay. Okay, this is a question which, like, it has nothing to do with psychology. We'll start off easy. Okay. Here is the question. Wait, 1 second. The question is, what is your favorite food? This is not a psychology question. But it is a valid question. I have many favorite foods. What is my favorite food? I mean, I obviously like beans. I'm a big fan of beans. If I had to choose a dish, if I had to choose a singular dish, I think I can narrow it down. I think one of my favorite singular dishes is like dolma, or like Somalis. So they're like, basically it's like rice in some kind of leaf. Zachap, what the heck? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Thank you. Hello, raiders. Welcome in. Hello. Oh gosh, how do I say your name? Zeode. I hope I've said that right. Welcome in. Thank you, Zachap, so much for the raid. What the heck? Wait, do I don't follow you. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. How was your stream today? Everyone who doesn't know, Zachap does really, really cool educational streams on a bunch of like social science and politics stuff. Yeah. Thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. How was your stream? I hope it was good. And for the raiders, hello, welcome in. My name is Psydere. I'm a research psychologist. I have a PhD in social psychology. We're answering questions about things today. Some of the questions here are psychology related and some of them are like, you know, what is your favorite food? And I'm starting off easy. We started off easy with a nice simple question, but this is actually a really difficult question. You know, it's actually it's a difficult question because I don't know what my favorite food is. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. If you need to, you know, raid and run, get some food, drink some water, get away from your PC, etc. Yeah, please, absolutely do. Otherwise, you know, you're always welcome to stick around. I really, really appreciate it. Just finished off with a IWW history video. Oh, interesting. What was it about? I don't know what IWW stands for, if I'm being honest. But history is fun. Well, it depends on the history, actually. History is often not fun, actually. I take that back. Often it's actually quite horrible. Oh no. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it went well. Doesn't know about the Skinner box. That can be one of the questions. Put it in as a question. What is a Skinner box? One of the questions from Calcium Compadre is, what questions can we submit? And the answer is, you can submit whatever you want, but whether I will answer it remains to be seen. I will see how I feel. I will answer it if I feel like it's worthy of answering. It's the second biggest labor union in the 1910s that the first Red Scare destroyed. I see. I don't know anything about union history. It's actually terrible. Like, I know about unions presently, to some extent or another, but specifically within the UK. Also specifically education-related ones for obvious reasons. Yeah. Industrial workers of the world. I see. Yeah. Also, hi, Owo. Hello, welcome in. Twitch chat is basically a Skinner box for both streamers and chatters. It's true, actually. It's true. I feel like history is like one of my really bad weak areas. Like, I don't know much about anything. The thing about having a PhD, I feel like when you're immediately out of grad school, because I think I'm still what can be considered immediately out of grad school, right? Like, I only graduated in December. So I feel like I'm still in the period of time where, like, I don't know anything about anything apart from what my PhD was in. And my PhD is already out of date. Like, I know a lot about, like, misinformation and conspiracy theories in terms of, like, the psychology of what drives their spread and what drives their uptake. And I also know quite a lot about, like, open science practices and stuff like that. But, like, aside from that, I don't know anything. I feel like I'm silly. What I'm reading at the minute, I'm binge reading the book about Theranos. That's what I'm reading at the minute. I'm binge reading the you know, like, the really famous expose on Theranos, which was the company that claimed that they could do blood tests with, like, tiny samples. And it turns out that they couldn't. They were fraudulent. But that's still kind of semi-related to my work in a way, because it's like the opposite of open science, really. like what they were doing was literally the opposite of transparent science. In fact, it's questionable whether they were even doing science at certain points. Congrats on graduating. Thank you. Also, hi, Imogen. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the lab safety race to check in. PhD is more of a proof of stubbornness. You actually completed it versus breadth of knowledge. Many smarter than me in my cohort failed to complete it. Yeah, the people that I knew that, like, knew way more about a range of things just, like, didn't. Like, they just didn't bother in the end. Yeah. But, you know, it was fun, I guess. And now I know a large amount of things about a very specific niche area. I have not read a single paper about my PhD topic ever since, which is quite sad. I want to. It's on my list of things that I want to do, but I have been so very, very busy because I am working on a postdoc. Haha. Haha. Psydere's like Sherlock Holmes, who dumped all of the info that was not part of his job out of his brain, including the heliocentric model. True. I have no thoughts apart from conspiracy theories. Theranos is funny. They scammed random rich investor people. Where's the harm in that? That's true. That part of it is funny. But, like, I'm interested in it from the science angle, like the science and engineering angle. Because basically, like, I feel like it's, if you read it, it's, like, really, really interesting in terms of, like, the worst possible work culture that you could have, which is, like, you know, quite relevant to my research, which is why I'm reading it, to be honest. So I'm still kind of, yeah, it's still related to my research at the end of the day, unfortunately. I'm still doing the academic brain thing, unfortunately. But yeah, like, the way, so it's really interesting. The way that they, like, set up the company was that, like, they had different science and engineering, like, different R&D groups, like research and development groups, right? So, like, science and engineering people. And they just, like, weren't allowed to talk to each other because the people in charge were so obsessed about, like, intellectual property being leaked. Which is, like, this is the opposite of, like, the way to do good science, by the way, and good engineering. Like, people need to talk to each other. So yeah, like, the people that were so the way that they would test the blood tests was, like, basically they'd use, like, antibodies. And the people that were developing the antibodies for the tests were not allowed to talk to people that were, like, working on the actual, like the machine itself. Like, they weren't allowed to interact on the basis of, like, oh no, what if there's intellectual property leak? Which is kind of wacky, because, like, you need to work together. The teams need to work together. It's so fascinating the way that they compartmentalized everything so aggressively. But it kind of reminds me of academia, because people kind of go into their disciplinary silos and then they don't really talk to each other as much as they should, even though they're like working on the same thing. So for example, I don't know, you could have like a researcher in like the health department, like the, you know, like medicine and nursing and like that kind of department, working on like epidemiology of like loneliness and how it affects physical health. And then you could have someone in psychology looking at like the psychological causes of loneliness. And then you could have someone in the sociology department looking at how how systems are affecting people and making them more lonely. And the three don't talk to each other, even though they're working on the same core thing. It's like, it's so wacky. But like, it was really, really interesting to see like the same thing come up in a different context. I like reading random stuff like that. Sometimes you learn a lot about things that you weren't expecting. Yeah. Hi, Atomic Career. Hi. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're good. Thank you for the lab safety ready to check in. How are you doing? I hope you're good. I did naval aviation. All the books I've published have been on destroyers. I still love the area, but honestly, every time I try to start writing in it, I get flashbacks and need to drink iron brew. That's so real. I feel that. Like, I love conspiracy theories. No, that came out wrong. I love researching why people believe conspiracy theories. But I'm also like, oh, like I keep getting ideas that I want to research, and then I'm like, oh, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I haven't even written up the papers from my PhD yet, you know? Like, I still haven't done that. Yeah. They scam the medical industry and by extension the sick. That's the thing. I mean, there's a bunch of like research ethics issues that also crop up in the Theranos book. Like the fact that they were like doing research on like, they were doing research without getting proper IRB approval, and then they were like avoiding FDA approval as well. It's just like really, really bad, like from a regulatory perspective. It's really, really bad. Yeah. The harm of things like Theranos doing what they did is that there's only a limited amount of funding, both private and public. For every yes that gets funded, you have to turn down a bunch, which means that something that could have been legit did not get funded. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I used to be the only historian in an engineering department. It was like I was from a completely different planet, and the university's history department wouldn't talk to me because I belonged in the wrong faculty. Incredible. Baron Gambo, hello, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. What the heck, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Also, hi Luke, hi, thank you for the lurk. Enjoyed the lurk. And hi Hogan, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're good. No, this is my account. I'm an independent person. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Okay, but anyway, favorite food. Favorite food, I think if I had to choose one favorite food, it's like dolma. Like, these are, they look terrible. They look so bad. They look so bad, but I'm gonna show you it anyway. Please don't judge me, okay? Please don't judge me. Let's see. Here. There we go. Here. They look weird, but I promise you they're good. So it's basically like rice. It's rice, stuffed inside vine leaves. So as in like from grapes. They're very, very good. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. There's also cabbage version called Somalis. Also very, very good. Often you have like a tomato sauce on those ones. These ones are normally like, these like vine leaf ones are normally like mint and dill. They're very, very good. Yeah, dolmades. Yeah, I love them. They're so good. I love them so much. Delicious. I have a jar of them. I have a can of them that I could open if I wanted to right now. Delicious. Yes. Hi, Starlin. Hello. Welcome in. I hope you're good. This is, if I had to choose one singular favorite food, I think that would be my favorite food. However, you cannot survive off this alone because it is not very high in protein. The influencers would be mad. You need to have it with something else, really. Yeah. But yeah, that's, if I had to choose one single favorite food, I think that would be it. Other ones which deserve an honorable mention, pierogi. I love pierogi. And so for anyone that doesn't know, they're like dumplings, basically. They're like Polish dumplings. Specifically the ones with mushroom and cabbage, and also the ones that are like potato and cheese, but I can't have the real cheese. So the ones that I've had have been made out of tofu. Very, very good. 10 out of 10. And then if I had to choose one more, what's something that I like eat when I'm sad? I feel like that's a good measure of like what your favorite food is. I think ramen. Yeah. Like if I'm having a really, 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 really bad time, or if I want to go celebrate something, my first choice would always be ramen. So yeah, I think that these are my favorite foods. Yes, yes. Yeah. They're basically galupchi. Yeah, I think so. They're very, very similar. Yeah. It's just a different type of leaf. I've just realized I said that, I pronounced that really, really weird. I feel like I know them as Yoavco. It's the same thing. Okay. Ramen's one of my faves. It's so good. It's so good. Why do some people get paranoid and scared smoking weed while other people just get giggly and happily? It's a good question. I don't know. This I don't know. Where I come from, dolma are either boiled, potato, pepper, and another vegetable. I don't know its name in English. And then you put ground meat in it and let it cook. Yes. I have also had the ground meat version back when I ate meat, but I can't eat meat anymore, so I don't have that in it anymore. Yes, yes. We call them galupci. I see. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Why can't you eat meat? I have food allergies. I have very aggressive food allergies. Yeah. Womp womp. Anyway. I also just like, I mean, I don't really mind. Because I also ethically have issues with it. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. I'm having a look. What is a Skinner box? I think this is a good question. This is a question that I need a picture for, though, I think. Aha. There you go. Yes. When somebody raids in, we say, get in the Skinner box. I will show you a Skinner box. Thanks to Wikipedia for the image. Okay. They are horrible. That's what they are. Not a fan of them. This is a Skinner box. This is a Skinner box. So basically, it's like a little, it's a little box that you can put a rat in. You're not always a rat. Sometimes it's a pigeon. Sometimes it's a other animal. But basically, it's like laboratory apparatus that's used to make an animal. It does like operant conditioning, basically. So when I say operant conditioning, I mean it is pairing a stimulus with a voluntary behavior. So basically it's like you associate like thing X with now I need to do thing Y. So it's a form of like reinforcement, basically. So I'm going to describe this so terribly because I'm not a behaviorist. So I think Flatulence Incarnate, you know more about this than I do. If I say something wrong, please jump in and correct me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yes. So basically, what happens is there's little stimuli. So for example, it might play a sound or it might light up a thing. Actually, I think it's also used for, now I think about it, it's also used for classical conditioning as well. So it lights up a thing or it plays a sound, and then the animal is either rewarded or punished. And this is done in time with certain behaviors. So, for example, the floor that you see there is electrified. So if it's doing something you don't want it to do, then you electrify it. And if it is doing something that you want it to do, then you give it food. And this is how it works. The food is a reward and the electrical shock is a punishment. The rat jail. It unironically actually is the rat jail. Like, it's, yeah. Yeah, Skinner was really lazy and wanted to automate reinforcing the rats. Exactly, yeah. It generally requires action on the animal's part, most commonly lever presses. Yes. Yes, yes. Interestingly, oh yeah, no, there is a lever on this diagram. But yeah, so for example, the animal might push the lever and they get food, or they push the lever and they get electric shock. However, the timing can be changed. So, for example, you could just randomly shock it regardless of whether it pushes the lever or not. And then what tends to happen is it just ends up getting really depressed and just sits there and accepts that it's going to get shocked. And then life is bad. Yeah. Yeah. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's actually quite unpleasant. But you can do other things too. It can, like, you know, there can be buttons. You can, like, for example, you can teach animals to associate, like, I need to press a yellow button, or when there is a yellow thing on a screen, or I need to press the letter A when I hear the sound A, or I need to choose the picture of a house when I see a house. Like, you can do all sorts of things with it. Yeah. Yeah. Generally, from my understanding, I don't think the punishment is really used anymore, because it's, you know, not ethical. But food rewards are a very well-established part of animal behavior, both in terms of, like, doing research with them and also in terms of, like, practical. Like Hira, who raided in, does animal behavior stuff. And I would imagine Hira uses rewards, but we don't use punishments anymore. It's not ethical. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I heard this was extremely all over the place because I have not revised anything about Skinner boxes in a very, very long time. Because I don't do behavioral research like this. I don't do it with animals. Yeah. Yeah. But that's broadly what a Skinner box does. TLDR, it teaches the animal things. Yes. That would work on me. It would work on me too. I would happily press the lever to acquire one single bean. That's how it works. You put the Psydere in the Skinner box and then she presses the lever and then she is provided a single bean. And she learns that she needs to keep pressing the lever to get the bean. It's a big concept in video game design. The entire UI is basically a Skinner box. That's so interesting. Beans! I think I prefer to stick with my clicker. I'm fine, no Skinner box for me, thank you. Clicker also fine. Clicker fine. Skinner box depends on what you're doing with it. But it's normally used in research labs, so yeah. Someone put someone in the box and give them a sweet if they reject the conspiracy theory. Oh dear. Know your worth, at least 2 beans, thank you. Thank you. I have a whole thing on why we don't recommend punishment, especially corporal punishment, that I present to parents. Yeah, I mean, my understanding is that it's just not very effective, right? Like, yeah. That's my understanding, is that it's the least effective of the options. Also, hi, Saboteur. Hello, hello. Sorry, I don't think I said hello to you yet. Thank you for the lab safety register check-in. Okay, now we know what a Skinner box is. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is a good question. But I can't, we're not going to do multiple questions by the same person in a row, but Calcium Compadre, you've submitted some good questions. Hi, 2019, like, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Okay, I'm having a look at the questions. Bear with me 1 second. So just as a reminder, I can't answer questions about anything kind of clinical. Unless I'm speaking from a place of personal experience, in which case I'm not speaking as a psychologist. Let's see. Okay, there's a few different questions about the same thing, which is how to create a schedule, how to stop procrastinating. I need to think about that one, I think. I need to have a think about it. Because the thing that I would recommend is kind of... okay, actually, no. You know what? Okay. We'll try. How do I stop procrastinating until the day before a deadline? Oh, that's going off the screen. There's also a related question, which is, how do I make a schedule? Routine. Okay. I say that let me put the Skinner box away. Okay. These are both from anonymous submissions. One of them says definitely not AUX. And the other is blank. So must go for real now. Thank you for joining us, Fat Sons Incarnate. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Also, hi Shark Builds Bro. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome. Oh, the problem with punishment is that it stops behavior in the moment. So the punishment eliminates what the punisher was averse to, reinforcing the behavior of punishing. I feel like I need to eat something before I can process what that says. Okay. The box with that question was wild. Yeah, the answer to how can I stop procrastinating until the day before a deadline? Allow me to introduce you to the Skinner box. Just Skinner box yourself. Okay, I'm not even joking though. This is way too big. There we go. Okay, being serious. Okay, how do I make a schedule routine? How do I stop procrastinating? I feel like these are two similar things. So reinforcement. Reinforcement is a big way that you can do it. Reward yourself for doing the thing that you need to do. Find a reward that you can give yourself that you do not give yourself under any other circumstances, and use it. This is my first suggestion. My second suggestion is the other way that you can reinforce yourself is negative reinforcement, which is removing something that you don't like. Try and think about things in that context. By doing the work that you need to do, you are removing the negative, which is the stress that's going to come down the road, okay? It's all just thinking, innit? Also rewarding yourself. The third thing that I would always recommend is like social. Like, we are fundamentally social creatures. Have someone that's going to keep you accountable. This worked so well for me when I was at uni and I had deadlines, and it still works for me now. Like, there's no point in having a deadline if you don't have any like urgency to do it. You know, if you feel like there's no consequences, like make it clear what the consequences are. And if you feel like those consequences aren't significant enough, make more consequences. And the best thing that you can do is, like I said, we're fundamentally social creatures. So like, tell your friends that you need to do this thing. And like, even better if you can set up accountability, like, you know, you're like co-working with them and you're like, by the end of this co-working session, I'm going to get this thing done. You get a double whammy because like you also get the benefit of socializing with people. Doesn't have to be in person. It can be online. You can have just like a Discord voice chat and that will work too. I'm going to clean my room during this stream then. Can you keep me accountable? Yes. I expect you to have started cleaning your room within the next 15 minutes. If you don't do it, I'll be very disappointed with you. And see, that's the thing. We don't like people being disappointed in us. If we feel like we're letting people down, it motivates us to do the thing. So this is the answer. At least this works for me. I'm very I don't like letting people down. Like, if you're not really bothered by it, then maybe it won't work as well. But for me, like, the idea of letting people down makes my skin crawl. So yeah, tell people that you're going to do the thing and then do it so that you don't let them down. And make sure that the friend that you rope into this is like, I am very disappointed in you if you don't do it. Like, make sure that they actually give you consequences. Make it even better with variable reinforcement. Place a bet every time you're productive. Oh, that's so funny. Welcome in, Simon Moan. Thank you for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. Accountable in what way? What should I tell them to do? Belittle me or put them in time out? Honestly, like, the specifics of it depend on you as a person. For me, like I said, I don't like people feeling like I don't like feeling like I've let people down. So if you can, like, tell your friend, like, I need you to be emotionally invested in this. And even if you're not, just pretend. Just pretend. That works. If you're not so much motivated by that, find something else, you know? Also, hi, Alpha Hexagon and Korg Dude. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for the Lab Safety Roaster check-ins. Welcome, welcome. Gamification's one of the best ways to get me to do something. It's a very good motivator for me. Yeah, gamification. Also, because it's, at the end of the day, it's rewards that we're, like, if you're a gamer, TM, then you're going to be, like, intrinsically motivated to do it. Because this is the thing. We need to have a balance of intrinsic motivation where it's coming from you and extrinsic motivation where it's coming from the environment. If it's just entirely from the environment, if it, like, the whole reason you're doing the thing is because, like, I have to get a grade and I don't care, then that means you need to find a way to develop more intrinsic motivation, which would be something like gamifying. You know, there's loads of really, really good apps out there. I really like Habisica. I used Habisica so much when I was in uni. It's like it's basically like a gamified habit tracking app, but it can also help you with, like, bigger deadlines and tasks and stuff. Yeah, it was really good. You go on, like, little quests. You can go on little quests and you get, like, loot and stuff from the dungeons. It's like, basically it's like a dungeon crawler, and you, like, fight the bosses, and if you don't do your things, then you get killed and then you lose your things that you got from the bosses. So you don't want to die, so you better do your things. Yeah, I really, really like it. I really like it. But yeah, and on the flip side, if you have a lot of intrinsic motivation, but you don't have, like, the consequences don't feel real, then make your own consequences. Yeah. Accountability works for me for things that I already care about, but not for other things. I prepare for my weekly D&D session religiously because I don't want to let my friends down. Meanwhile, I've been procrastinating on something extracurricular, for lack of a better term, at work for 2 months now. And my boss keeps asking when it's done, and I can tell he's disappointed and it's dragging on so long, but I just can't bring myself to care about it. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I have these things too. They're like this. Just to be clear, this is something that I absolutely struggle with too. Like, I have the same thing. I have a bunch of, like, I mean, like I said, I haven't written up my PhD research yet. And on the one hand, I am kind of like intrinsically motivated to do it because, like, I want my research out there. On the other hand, I actually really just don't really care. And most of it is, like, extrinsic motivation in terms of, like, career stuff and things like that, right? Yeah. The thing that I find really helpful in those cases is to make the accountability, like, a bit more like, present, which is why I would normally set up, like, a co-working session with a friend and be like, I need to have X amount of it done and you need to make sure that I do it. And that normally works for me, but like I said, I'm quite like extroverted, so this might not work for everybody. Yeah. I can also ban you. If my stream is distracting you, I can give you a timeout. Oh dear. Outpost Bandit, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. Welcome, welcome. Accountability is why I got myself a guitar teacher. I have all the resources to learn online, but having that person I have to show every week helps a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, I use the streams like it sometimes, you know. Sometimes I'm using the streams as an accountability partner to get through my games backlog. When I was writing my PhD, like, I did the suffer-a-thon where I was writing my thesis on stream. And like, I felt the social pressure to get it done because I was like, first of all, like, I'm scared. Like, I'm having people watch me. Like, I'm feeling the pressure. But also, on top of that, I wanted it to be good content. Like, I didn't want to get to the end of the week and then me be like, oh yeah, we've done this event where I write my PhD on stream, except we haven't actually written my PhD. Like, that would be really disappointing for me personally, because I want to do good content, even if it's not always, you know, good. Yeah. So, you know, having things like that, you can get creative with it. It's all about finding the things that you care about and finding a way to link it to those things, you know? Like, I didn't care to finish my thesis, so I made it part of my VTubing, which is something that I deeply care about, you know? Yeah. And obviously motivation kind of like waxes and wanes. And if you're finding that you're like procrastinating a lot on a range of things, might be time to consider like maybe you need a break, maybe it's burnout. Like, this is a possibility, but I'm not qualified to go more into detail about that. You need to go talk to your healthcare provider about that. Yeah. Fiery, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. Thank you. And hi, Fortress Spy. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Yeah. As for making a schedule and routine, honestly, I don't really have any advice for this because, like, I'm quite autistic. So, like, if I want something to be part of my routine, it just becomes part of my routine. Like, I entirely revolve around my schedule. And I get very distressed if my schedule is not what I expected it to be. I don't have an answer to this. Yeah. Try the same things. Maybe it'll work. You never know. You never know. You can always go into the Psydere Discord server and go and sit in the co-working Discord voice chat and stay there until you get your stuff done and people will come in and out. List in a calendar. Yeah, I use my calendar religiously. I also have, if I want to make something a habit, this is going to sound really unhinged. I set myself an automated GitHub issue opening thing. Like, I will have a GitHub Actions workflow that opens up an issue regularly at the time interval that I want to do it. And it will then ping me and I'll get a bunch of notifications being like, have you done the thing yet? And then I'll be like, well, I want to close the issue. So yeah, I'm going to do it. This is how I do it. Bit unhinged, but you know, different systems work for different people, I think. And this is my system. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Let's see. Ooh, that's an interesting question. That's a really interesting question. Okay. ArcNavist has asked a really interesting question, and it's actually about my area of research as well. So I think we're going to do this one. Wait, where did I put the other one? The one that I've just done. The one about this. Wait, I know what I'm doing, I swear. This one. There we go, found it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Hi, Smorfers. Hello. Welcome in. That and Excel spreadsheets you can tick off. Yes, I love myself a good spreadsheet. I love myself a good Google Calendar reminder. I love myself Google Tasks. Yeah. Born to be a programmer, forced to ask people on Twitch how R works. That was one time. I hadn't used it in ages and I forgot, okay? Like, I don't remember syntax. Don't bully me. Hi, Starma. Hello. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're good. Oh, that's too long. That's a long statement. Found you through Racco. Let's go. We love Racco in this house. Okay. This is an interesting question. Not like I'm biased or anything. Okay. Okie dokie. The dopamine list when ticking off to-do lists. Yes. Here's a fun fact. The questions that you ask through the form, it goes into a Google spreadsheet, which I tick it off as either answered or not answering, because some of you ask really, really unhinged questions that I can't give an answer to. Like, I just can't. I just can't. Yeah. Some of yous are asking for mental health advice that I am not qualified to provide. Anyway, I'm all good. A late diagnosed person with autism who just graduated from uni. Let's go! I am also autism. Why did I say it like that? Me too. I got diagnosed as being autistic when I was in my second year of undergraduate. Yes, fun times. You never said we needed hinges. This is true. This is true. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Cog, dude. Thank you, thank you. I am also autism. It is me, the physical embodiment of autism. Let's be honest. It's true. Oh dear. Thank you for joining us, Astro. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. We are all autism. It's true. Probably most people here are autism. Birds of a feather flock to Hello? Birds of a feather flock together. Anyway. Are there any conspiracy theories that are connected to positive outcomes instead of mostly negative outcomes, i.e. better health, emotional stability, higher earning potential, etc.? A question posed by Ark Navist. Excellent question. Excellent question. So I will caveat this. What does the question mean? So the question means, in general, people that believe conspiracy theories, we can't say this is a causal relationship, but in general, often the conspiracy theories are like reflective of beliefs about the world that could detriment them. So, for example, if a person believes the conspiracy theory that vaccines cause autism and scientists are covering it up, then they may not get their children vaccinated. That's the behavior. And then as a result, their children may get very, very unwell. So this is an example, okay? This isn't always the case. When you actually like look at the relationship between conspiracy theory beliefs and behavior, often it's like, I mean, it's there, but it's not super, super strong. So a lot of people will believe the conspiracy theory, but they won't necessarily act on it. However, there is always a significant minority of people that do act on it. And you see this across all sorts of areas. You know, you see it in health with like vaccines, you see it with food, like people make kind of like different, sometimes harmful food choices on the basis of conspiracy theories. Some people go out and do things that are actively just like exposing themselves to carcinogens. They take medication that they shouldn't be. There's a conspiracy theory around like sun cream. So now people are like people think that there's like a conspiracy to hide that sun cream is actually like evil and it's like controlling us or something, and then they don't wear sunscreen and then they're giving themselves higher rates of skin cancer. Like, it's all of these kinds of things. It's not just health. You also see it, for example, around environmental behaviors. People that believe conspiracy theories about climate change are less likely to like recycle. They're less likely to cycle, that recycle, also separately cycle compared to like, you know, driving. They're less likely to like engage in politics in a way that's productive. They're more likely to support like violence, or they're more likely to support politics that is just kind of like detrimental to society because it like erodes trust, basically, is the way that I would describe it. So yeah, I'm reading a newly published paper in BJSP on this now. In fact, never had negative behavior outcomes, at least. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know this paper. I am going to look it up. Belief strengthen the attitudinal behavioral correlates of conspiracy theory beliefs. Is this the one? Yeah. I have found it. Excellent. We love a paper recommendation. Thank you. But yeah, in terms of, okay, it's looking at vaccination, prejudice. Yes, prejudice is another big one. Prejudice is another big one. If people, there's, I mean, I've not read this paper yet, but we found consistent evidence that conspiracy beliefs are linked to attitudes and attitudes are linked to behaviors. That's exciting because, like, historically, the link between beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors has always been a bit fuzzy. But yeah, it's almost like we study the same things. I know, right? But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, you see them in a bunch of other areas, like environmental behaviors, for example, prejudice. That they've mentioned this in this paper. Like, prejudice is another really, really big one. People who are like believe conspiracy theories about certain groups are more likely to discriminate against them. And likewise, people who have regular positive exposure to these groups are also less likely to discriminate against them and also less likely to believe conspiracy theories about them. Conspiracy theories and prejudice and contact hypothesis, it's all linked together. Yes. Positive outcomes, though, I would say my most concrete answer that I would give on this is that I think it's probably extremely under-researched. Because conspiracy theories, when you take a step back and you look at them, the negative outcomes that they can have on behavior and therefore on society are significantly more pressing than the positive outcomes that they may have, right? Another thing that's like been quite well documented is that like it just like conspiracy theory beliefs are linked to like decreased trust in just the people around you, everybody around you, like society, but also specifically like your neighbors and things like that. So like this has a big potential impact on society. It has a big potential impact on health, like public health, the environment, all sorts of like really important wide-reaching things. So as a result, the research overwhelmingly is focused on the negative impacts. However, I think if I remember correctly, I have seen maybe 1 or 2 papers which look at how conspiracy theory kind of like networks of people who believe conspiracy theories, they kind of like, they're really, really good at providing social support to each other. So because they tend to be kind of like marginalized communities in the sense of like believing a conspiracy theory, often a lot of people are going to think, oh, you're like really weird and I don't want to talk to you. They kind of get marginalized from their friends and family. And so they form these kind of tight-knit groups. Now that's bad in the sense that it's like makes it a lot easier to reinforce that conspiracy theory. It basically that makes them really, really prone to groupthink. However, on the flip side, it means that they've got a really good support network, which is a positive. And there is also some evidence that believing conspiracy theories is actually linked to like increased analytical thinking and curiosity about the world, but like also lacking the tools to think about it critically. And as a result, like they're interested, they're really motivated to go and do all of this research, but they don't have the cognitive tools to be able to do research in the right way, if that makes sense. Like they're not good at like evaluating sources, for example. So they end up coming to faulty decisions, not faulty decisions, that's not the right word. They end up coming to like conclusions that aren't quite right, basically. Yeah. That's my understanding of the current state of the evidence, but I do think that like it's a really, really under-researched area, but that's not necessarily a problem. I think that it's way more pressing to address the issues that can come out of it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Closest I can think of would be community connectedness. Yes. Yes. For people whose conspiracy beliefs are power challenging rather than power affirming. Absolutely, yes. So for example, higher conspiracy beliefs in Black American communities about things like assassination of MLK Jr. as opposed to high conspiracy belief along right-wingers that are anti-vaccine. Yeah, absolutely. I do think there is, I mean, I don't know if there's actually like evidence around this, but I do think there's probably some kind of like, I think they have an important role in kind of like helping people challenge the status quo. Yeah. Mandit, hello. Hi, Dr. Mandit. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. What the heck? Welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. Work is done. Time for fun. Let's go. We love a bit of fun. Hello. Welcome in. My name is Psydere. I'm a research psychologist. I have a PhD in social psychology, and today I'm answering psychology questions. Am I remembering correctly, Mandeth, that you are a therapist or clinical psychologist? We love a fellow psychology professional VTuber. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to today? And who have you brought with you? Hello, Shackman. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Hello, mirror tested bird. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hi, Tyneck. Hi, Tyneck. And hi, Sparksmaker. Hello. And Death Scorch. Hello, welcome in. And Minnie May. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for trusting me with your community, Mandeth. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a good day. How was the stream? I hope it was good. Hope you and everyone doing well. Yeah. I'm doing okay, thank you. We're answering questions about conspiracy theories. Yeah. I hope you're good. If you need to raid and run, you know, get some food, drink some water, get away from the PC, etc., please absolutely do. It's really important to look after yourself after you've been streaming, but otherwise you are of course welcome to stick around. We always like having you here, but you do have to get in the Skinner box. You do have to get in the Skinner box. And thank you for the follow, Death Scourge. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome into the research participation pool. I mean, I think I think you're all in the Skinner box. Actually, this is what you've signed up for when you followed. Actually. Oh dear. And hi, Dragonator. Hello. Thank you for the lab safety race to check in. I hope you're good. Lovely 43 degrees Celsius today. I'm not about that life. That's probably double what it is here in Ireland. That's wild. That's wild. It's also an issue of not being able to deal with new information. If one gets new information, it's important to be skeptical. At the same time, it's also important that you put forward what you need to believe. It's important to put forward what you need to believe the new information. Like if X or Y has been proven like this or that, I'll see this information as credible. Yeah. It's always very important to assess the quality of the information that you're getting and then also the source it's coming from. They're both equally important. Yes. Because sometimes, you know, it can be one of those situations where it's like the worst guy has actually done quite a good study. Many such cases. Hi, Caitlin. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome. And it's 106 degrees where I am. What? That's wild. What is this in other units? What is this in Celsius? Right. In the US, okay. What is 106 Fahrenheit to Celsius? 42? Ugh. I'm not about that life. 314 Kelvin. Perfect. Thank you. When helping someone that's part of a harmful group, it's important to recognize all the protective factors of their participation as well as the risk factors. Yeah, absolutely. Because you have to address both, it will be able to help and protective factors have to be replaced. Yeah. I mean, if you look at who's most likely to believe conspiracy theories, overwhelmingly it is people who are marginalized by society, you know? It's the people who have got not overwhelmingly, like people can believe conspiracy theories from all walks of life. But as a general trend, the people that tend to believe them are the people who are not being treated very well by society in a whole bunch of different ways, you know. It's the people that experience, like, you know, discrimination, or it's the people that have poor economic prospects or who didn't get a good education. Like, these are the people who, in general, tend to be more likely to believe conspiracy theories. So it's really, if you're working with somebody who has conspiracy theory beliefs, it's really, really important to be empathetic of that. Yeah. People who have less reason to trust institutions because they tend to be oppressed by the institution. Exactly, yeah. And I remember there's been some really good studies that show that, like, conspiracy theory beliefs are way more common in, like, countries where corruption is more common. Like, there's a pretty strong correlation there. So, yeah. Obviously, you can't really, like, do an experimental test of that because you can't really, like, manipulate how corrupt a country is. But, you know, this is one of the cases where correlation is useful, you know? Yeah. I'm sure I already covered this, but I'm going to ask, is it true that people are more likely to believe other conspiracy theories, even if they contradict each other, if they believe in one? That is a complicated question. In general, if you look at the correlations just plain as they are, yes, people who believe conspiracy theories in general are more likely to believe other conspiracy theories. However, when you break it down, it gets a bit more complicated. There's like some weird statistical stuff that seems to be going on. If you actually break it down into like the target of the conspiracy theory, so like this is a good way to think about it. Some conspiracy theories are kind of what you would call like politically right-wing, and others are what you would call politically left-wing. So what do I mean by that? For example, if there's a conspiracy theory that climate change is fake and all of the scientists are all like working together to make this hoax, that would be generally considered a right-wing conspiracy theory because it's in line with right-wing ideology around climate change. A left-wing conspiracy about climate change might be that big oil companies are putting out fake data to try and they're like running a disinformation campaign to hide the damage that they're doing to the environment. I will put an asterisk on this by saying it's not a conspiracy theory. That actually happened. But this is just the example that I can think of off the top of my head, so we're going to work with it. When you if you just looked at a broad range of questions in general, you would see a correlation across all of them. Like they would all load onto a scale together. However, if you actually look like at the list of like individual beliefs and you see how they correlate with each other on an individual item level, generally, if they're in opposite political directions, they will actually have a negative correlation. So it will be in the other direction. As one goes up, the other goes down. There's a lot of statistical weirdness around this, and it's actually like a big area of debate, I think, still, maybe. At least it was like a year or two ago when I was finishing up my thesis. I don't know. Maybe it's like less of a debate now. I don't know. But yeah, that's my understanding. Yeah. There's also that one Princess Diana contradictory theory paper, though. Yes, there is. There does seem to be some conspiracy theories, I think, where it's more like the theme of like distrusting the institution. But my understanding is that there's methodological things maybe around that paper, potential. Not like really, really bad things, but you know, just like it was a small sample and it hasn't replicated super well, is my understanding of it. And like I think if I remember correctly, I've seen some talk around like if you do the statistical modeling in a different way, then it actually gives a different result. Potentially. Yeah. A lot of the earlier conspiracy theories research is kind of sad. I mean, a lot of early research in any area is kind of sad, in fairness, so you can't really fault them for that. I mean, my early studies in my thesis are sad. Oh dear. Oh dear. What can you do if you sound like an insane conspiracy theory nutcase, but you're actually correct and it's actually factually true? I'm asking this from an InfoSec perspective with stuff like the NSA leaks. I don't know. I feel like that's a bit beyond my area of expertise. Dark psychology manipulation is the answer. That's a joke. That's a joke. Oh dear. Is being untrue considered part of the definition of a conspiracy theory in academia? No. 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 Yes. No. It's complicated. It's complicated. Yeah, Dead and Alive. I love that paper too. And like one of my goals is I would love to do a replication of it. I would love to do a replication of it. It would be so fun. Yeah. Yeah. Deep Intro, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome into the research participation pool. I feel like I need to whip out the feminine urge to open my Zotero to see what my notes are around that specific paper, because I know I have notes around it. There's like something up with it, but I can't remember what it was. It wasn't like anything significant or major. I just remember having thoughts and I can't remember what it was. I just can't remember. Santa van der Linden and colleagues. Yes, that's the thing that I'm thinking about. I think that's the one that I'm thinking about. Yes, where it was a significant chunk of it was driven by people who didn't endorse conspiracy theories. This is exactly the commentary that I was thinking about. Racco, thank you for sharing a brain cell with me. That is literally the commentary that I was just trying to rack my brains about. Rayla Moon Girl, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome in. Your VTuber model looks amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You can ask my model parent, who is Mylin Aikmon, who is in the chat right now, who is with the little mod symbol. That's my model parent who made the art and did the rigging. Yeah, they can answer all your questions about the model. Yeah. And thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I can take my hat off. Look, I can take my hat. Where's my hat? I can take my hat off. I can take my hat off. I can also take my coat off, but like, why? It's kind of iconic and I kind of feel like I need it. Oh, the hat's back on. Okay, understandable. Have a great day. We keep the hat on. Oh dear. You used a Terry too. Now I found somebody who, I finally found someone to whom I can say I don't like the new layout, who knows what I'm talking about. I actually kind of like it. I actually kind of like the new layout. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Although I do feel like the single best thing that they introduced was the ability to change the formatting on the PDFs so that now you can have it in dark mode, or you can have it in sepia mode, or you can have a custom color. This is my single favorite thing that they have done, actually. Yeah, this is my favorite thing. I don't think that I've read the Lewandowski commentary or replication or whatever it was. I don't think I've read that one. I might have to look this up later if I remember. Let me have a look. Lewandowski, dead or alive? It's just showing me the football player. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. Oh dear. Yes. Have I adequately answered your questions about conspiracy theories? It helps also that Mylin and Racco are in the chat who also know things about conspiracy theories. Do they do the Psydere toggle? This model does not have a Psydere toggle. Yeah. It does not have a Psydere toggle. I can show you the Psydere toggle if you wish to see it. I can introduce the people to the Psydere toggle. I'm holding my son though, so I can't actually. I'm sorry. What a shame. I can't introduce everybody to the side. Ah, he's gone. Okay, I guess I can. Okay, I'm gonna break for a second. Just ignore it. I'm fine. Okay. I'm broken. Give it a second. Ah, hi. Did you know that I have another model? I keep forgetting to swap it out. I'm always like, yeah, I should, yes, and I can be Psydere. Yes. This is a thing. This is a thing. Oh dear. I do in fact have another model that I sometimes wear. I don't want to wear my glasses. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Wow, I know, right? Hi Garfield. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for the live safety bracer check-in. Who are you? Where is Psydere? I know. I'm a licensed mental health therapist and I have a doctorate in behavioral science. So I focus on clinical work for my full-time gig and I work on gaming disorder and video game addiction research on the side. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love that. That's so interesting. I wish to ask you many questions. But yeah, this is my other model. If you put Psydere in chat, which is the incorrect pronunciation of my name, it's Psydere, like Sundere or Dere or Yandere if you are that way inclined. then it puts the deer antlers on, and then I can go. I can do the chicken knocker kosh tan tan. I can do that, but I don't wish to do that. Well, I've just done it, so I've kind of just ruined it actually. I have other outfits. Look, I can put my PhD cap on. How do you feel about that? Now I look like I'm qualified to be doing this stream. I'm qualified, I swear. Oh dear. How's the stream going? The questions sound fantastic. They're such good questions. Some of them are cursed and I'm not going to share them, but the rest of them are really good. They've got some really good questions. It's good, thank you. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Yeah, I'm so, look at me, I'm so doctoral. I'm so doctoral right now. Oh dear. I need to be stopped. I need to be stopped. Yeah. And I also have an idol outfit, by the way. I have an idol outfit, which I will sometimes wear if we're doing karaoke. There you go. There's my idol outfit, designed by Mylin, because what can't they do? What can't they do? They're too yeah, I can also have eye bags. It's me. Hello, it's me, the overworked idol. Please help. My agency has been forcing me to work 18 hours a day. I'm so tired. Not that this would ever happen. I'm not slandering any specific agencies. Sweats nervously. Doctor by day, idol by night. Yeah. When I'm not magical girling, I'm idling, apparently. Even though I can't sing, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. It's me. The idol. I'm here to make you parasocial. I would be so unconvincing as an idol. I would be so bad at it. I would be terrible. Oh dear. What is this? Let's put my normal coat back on. There we go. This is better. Oh dear. Pikmin cover. No, not today. Not today. Not today. Thank you for the head pats. Okay, let's do another question. Right. Answered. I have answered. Right. This one I have answered. Also, thank you for the little note arc, Navis. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This is also an interesting question. I like this question. This is a good question. Okay. I keep saying that about every question, and it's true. They're all good questions. Oh, two. Okay. Do you think that studying psychology has made you better at predicting people's daily behavior in general? And this was submitted by Nibble. Good question. No. I would say no. Not at all. I'm pretty bad at predicting people's behavior in general. Studying psychology has made me no better. Yes. What I would say is that I think it has made me better at understanding why people do things when they do things. Because when I was growing up, I was one of those people who was like, why are you being so irrational? Just stop being so weird. Stop being so weird and just like do the rational thing. I don't get it. Why are they like this? And now I'm like, okay, I understand why you have done this. I'm still annoyed though. But I'm gonna be nicer about it, you know? I'm gonna be nicer. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, that's a... Okay, I might only do one more because I've just realized I'm really, really hungry. You know when you just suddenly, like, your belly just grumbles and then you're like, I require sustenance. I am, in fact, hungry. That. Time for beans? No, I'm gonna have pizza. I'm gonna have pizza. Predictions have gotten even worse, I'd say. That's real. But the analyses afterwards are better. Yeah, I think so too. I think my analyses afterwards are better. Is it just me or do I hear metal in the background? I have a playlist. I don't remember the thing. It's not metal. So what's playing right now is Title Fight. It's as in the band Title Fight. Let me work out what is my specifically it's the song 27 by Title Fight. I'm trying to log into my stream elements. You can tell that it's the song 27 because he says I say your name if I say your name 27 times. It kind of gives it away. It's quite useful. Where is my chatbot commands? I have a playlist command somewhere and I always forget what it is. Or I guess I don't. I guess I don't have a playlist command. What? This whole time? This whole time? I thought I had a playlist command. Wait, what? What? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. There's no way. Okay, well, okay, do you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to set up a playlist command. Let's do this right now because I used YouTube Music. So my playlist for the stream, it's called I think it's called like Lo-Fi Rock to Science / Yaptu. I believe that's the name of my playlist. And I do believe it is public. So let me set up a command literally right now so that you too can access the playlist. How do I link to a playlist? I don't remember how to do this. I've worked it out. I'm so smart. I'm a genius. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Professional streamer. Okay. Music. Psydere's playlist is here. There you go. Activate command. Now you can do !music and it will link you to the playlist, I think. Yes, there you go. Look at that. I'm so organized. I know what I'm doing. I have organization. I'm also going to put a 60-second cooldown on it, actually. Because otherwise that's just going to keep being spammed. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. Look, we're being productive together. This is what I mean. Remember when I said that you need accountability to get things done? This is something that I said I was going to do a long time ago. Does it actually link to a playlist also? Can someone please check that it actually links to a playlist? Like, does it work? It works. Excellent, excellent. Also, Elite Clicker, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. That sounds like very good laboratory equipment, actually. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Yes. My playlist is a weird mix of stuff. It's a weird mix of stuff. Mostly it's kind of like shoegaze and emo and stuff like that. But every now and then, I mean, like right now is Deftones, which I guess is technically metal. So I guess there is some metal on it. There's also some what else, what's on the up next? What have we played? What have we played? There's a bit of indie. There was some North Macedonian emo. Midwest emo, except it's from North Macedonia. There's like some dream pop, like it's all that kind of thing, basically. Yeah. I think it's a nice mix. It's what I actually listen to on a day-to-day basis, largely, so yeah. Yeah. The Duck song was cool. Yeah, the Mallard one, yeah. It was good. That's the North Macedonian Midwest emo. Very good. Definitely need to listen to a detailed and poetic physical threat to the person who intentionally vandalized my 1994 Dodge Intrepid behind Kate's apartment by Pet Symmetry. It's a very good song. Highly recommend. Also, shout out to Lace Spades for telling me to listen to that one. I don't know how I missed it when it came out. Somehow I did. If you like people with this kind of music taste, wait. There we go. If you like people with this kind of music taste, go and check out Lace Spades. They do fun like 3D modeling streams, and sometimes they do like mechanics streams, and sometimes they do like coding stuff. They're also very cool in general. Yeah, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. And they have a good music taste. Yeah. Okay, let's do one last question, and then it's time for me to go and get food. Okay. Okay. Right. We've actually done quite a lot of questions today. I hope you're proud of me. Okay. This is the question. I have heard that quite a few psychology papers are really bad. For example, wrong conclusions or even data tampering. Would you say this is true? Me when the replication crisis goes burr. Okay, I would say it's not fair to say quite a few papers are bad. It's a small but significant minority, you know? It's a question. I don't know. Thank you for the question. Thank you. It's a good question. It's a very, very good question, because there is a lot of questionable research. I mean, there's even a term for it. It's called questionable research practices, where basically people do things that like make them more likely to find something that they want. So they might, for example, look at their data and just like run a bunch of statistical tests and just report whatever one is significant. That would be an example of a bad thing to do. That's called p-phishing. Or they might then take this p-value, this significant p-value that they found. So that's like the probability of something being true, effectively. Very, not quite technically correct, but that's what you can think of it as. And they might say, yes, I always knew that this was going to be significant. That's called hypothesizing after the results are known. Or they might say, hey, look, when I look at this data, this significance is like really, really close to the threshold. It's like 0.06 and I want it to be 0.05. Let's just collect like a little tiny bit more data. Let's just do a little bit more data. And then maybe it will be significant because we've got a bigger sample size, because that makes it more likely to be significant under certain conditions. Maybe let's do that. This is also bad. I forget the name of this questionable research practice, though. It's completely blanking on me. But it's not a good thing to do. And yes, as Manatha has said, salami slicing, which is where you just keep cutting, like you cut what could be one paper into multiple papers just as a way to get more publications out. Not ideal. Keep running more and more analyses on the same thing in different ways. Not ideal. Not ideal to do that. So would I say that this is widespread and terrible? Yes and no. I don't think it's just psychology. Pretty much every field is having this problem. If you take a step back and you just like look at the amount of outputs that are like across all of the fields are having these problems. It's not just psychology. Psychology isn't uniquely bad. It's just that psychology was one of the first fields that like recognized it had a problem with this. And we're starting to kind of make broad changes to stop these kinds of things. You know, if you look at literally any other field of science, overwhelmingly, you'll see a lot of the same things, or you'll see kind of variations on the same problems. Because at the end of the day, every field has the same systemic pressures. We're all competing for funding. We're all competing for a very small number of tenure track or tenured positions at universities. We're all competing to like get the best, most prestigious awards. And all of these things require us to have a lot of publications. And that just drives it and drives it and drives it. So people end up making bad decisions, basically. Yeah. I've seen similar when I was briefly in a research lab doing materials science, where people try really, really hard to say a material exhibits a certain property based on shaky graphs. Yes, I've heard bad things about material science. I'm not gonna lie. Nutrition, that's another one I've heard bad things about. Just in terms of like how prevalent they are, or like how questionable their research practices are in general. I'm not gonna lie, those are two fields that I've heard some things about. I think that social psychology was definitely one of them also. Maybe like 10 to 15 years ago. Social psychology is a lot more rigorous now. We're way more strict with our statistical testing and how we design our experiments. Obviously, there are still some, like, you know, not great experiments that get published. But we're doing better, you know? We're doing better. So I would say it does happen, but it's improving. And psychology is not unique. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, making conclusions that are slightly exaggerated, for example, that's a thing that you see in every field, because there's like a real incentive to like overhype your results, basically, because like then if you're like, we have discovered this thing and it is revolutionary and it's going to change the world, then you get loads of media coverage, and then you're more likely to get more grants in the future. So yeah, it's systemic issues, basically. It's systemic issues. Yeah. Imagine a world where 2 great papers in 5 years would be considered an amazing output and negative results papers were considered valuable. I mean, it used to be more like that. It did used to be more like that. I have spoken to professors who are like, they're not even that old. They're like in their 50s and 60s, who got like tenure positions after 1 or 2 postdocs, and they only had like maybe like 4 or 5 papers. So like if they just had like 1 Nature paper and then maybe a couple of others in like smaller, like not smaller, but like lower impact journals, then that was it. They just walk into a position. So yeah, like things have changed massively. I know that like, I mean, I have friends that work at universities and are part of hiring committees. And I was told recently that like someone was like working on a hiring committee and they actually got over 100 applications for a single position. And it was like not even, it was like quite a niche position. It was for like, it was like not even a certain subfield of psychology. It was like a subfield within a subfield type of situation. So yeah, it's rough out there, lads. Job market, am I right? Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you for answering all these questions today. I hope your pizza is incredibly delicious and you get the rest that you need after stream. Thank you so much, Manda. Thank you again for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. Also, Will Read for Coffee. I see you. Thank you for the follow. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you when you followed. But thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome into the research participation pool. You're in the right place if you like reading and coffee. We do a lot of both here. Yeah. Laughs and retired. Must be nice. Sometimes I wish I was unemployed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like my job, but just the prospect of like working. Yeah, it's just the concept of it. Imagine being a VTuber. Every day I kind of like toy with the idea. How would my life look if I was a full-time VTuber? I know realistically it would not be better, probably. Like a lot of things would have to be different. Yeah. I hate being unemployed. I'd take any job at this point. It's really frustrating that I graduated with 20+ publications and I couldn't get a job. I know, it's so horrible. It's such like the job market is so brutal, especially like the academic job market. Like I was so lucky, to be honest, because like, I mean, to be fair, my job isn't a research job though. I mean, it kind of is. Like, it wasn't when I went into it and then I made it one, if that makes sense. I think my job is like, I'm like an operations manager effectively. That's the best way to describe it, I think. I'm like an operations manager. So or like a lab manager. Like I do the stuff behind the scenes that makes things happen. And then I was like, but if we get funding to do research on a topic that I know about, maybe I could also do research and I could have like a split contract, perhaps. And I work at a very small place. So eventually that happened. And now I basically have 2 part-time jobs stuck together. It's not ideal. But, you know, I have a job and I'm very, very grateful for it. And I get to do a bit of research, even if it's not necessarily what would be my first choice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. Like, it's fun. The thing that I'm doing is fun. But, you know, it's not my area of preference, so to speak. Yes. Yes. I'm a mum's carer and I'm terrified for when I have to look for work again. I fully expect my psychology degree to get me nowhere, but I'm doing it for the love of the game. You never know. My psychology degree got me into surprising places. What can I say actually that won't dox me? A range of places like psychology degrees. I worked in a job that was against my morals, I think, a little bit, but it was kind of okay. I guess I won't say much more about that one. I worked in the NHS for a bit, and I also worked for like a market research firm. Yeah, I guess that is what I would say I did. Yeah, I guess that's a brief summary of my career. All of these were like part-time though while I was at uni. Like I've always worked alongside my studies because like I come from a family that was not able to support me at uni, so I didn't have a choice. Yeah. Yeah. Refreshing to hear psychology is useful. My family and friends were giving me crap for doing psychology over computer science. I'm bad at computer science. Psychology is really, really useful. I know people that have gone into, like marketing or market research. I know people that have gone into, God forbid, HR. Obviously healthcare. I know people that became data analysts with a psychology degree. Like, actually, I know a lot of data analysts from my undergrad. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff you can do. User researchers, I know people that do like user experience research. Yeah, there's a bunch of things. Yeah. You just gotta get creative. Like, you need to like look at the job listing and think, okay, what are the ways where I can apply what I know? Like, you can always make a case for it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have that much right to say these things because, like I said, I'm very, very lucky to have a job at all. Yeah. If you don't have morals, there's plenty of jobs for psychology degree graduates, like the video game development. Yeah, this is true. They do want psychologists for the gacha games. This is very, very true. I hope that I answered this question okay. I hope I did. This is like an area that I find really interesting, is various things not going wrong. I guess kind of, yeah, going wrong. Things going wrong in research. That's my special interest. Yes, yes. I don't like it when things go wrong, but I do like learning about when things go wrong and trying to prevent it, ideally. This is good, I think. Yes. Thanks for answering the question. Thank you for submitting it. It's a good question. Yeah. I'm calling it a night. Honestly, me too. I think it's time. I need to go eat my pizza. I'm really hungry. So, what should we do today? What are we feeling? Should I see if there's anyone in science? Or are there any recommendations for who we could raid into? Any ideas? Is there anyone in science? I'm not really feeling any of these. We could return the raid to Amma. I keep meaning to catch Amma's streams. We could go return the raid to Amma. She's doing a subathon for her medical bills. She's got really, really expensive medical bills because she had surgery recently. So maybe we could go and support her a little bit, perhaps. That might be an idea. Yeah, maybe let's do that. Okay. Right. So, the top one is if you are a subscriber. The bottom one is if you are not a subscriber. This is how it works. We're gonna go and raid into Amma Shaku. Please be nice to Amma. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. The questions have been so good. I've really enjoyed the questions, and thank you for tolerating my yapping, because I was a bit slow to get into it, I think, today. Yeah. What are we doing next? Tomorrow, we are doing a collab. Tomorrow, we're doing a Mecha Chameleon collab with a bunch of really, really cool people, including my alleged alter ego, Psychologist Ed. He will be there, and also Angry Outcat and a bunch of friends. We're all going to be playing Friends Swap together, and then we're also going to be joining Z for the end of the charity thing. By the way, there was a link to a charity donations in the pinned comment. We will be back tomorrow with more charity chances. Chances is not the right. I'm not speaking very well today. We'll be back tomorrow for more chances to donate to charity. There we go. Ricky the Rock, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the research participation pool. Hi, Horatius. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow at the slightly earlier time of 6 p.m. UK and Ireland time. Yeah, please be nice to Amma. She's very sweet. That's all I got. My brain is spaghetti. I'm thinking about my pizza. See you next time. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.